A circular stained glass window with a diameter of 5 feet is shown below. And some people asked me during the test if that 5 represented all the way across or halfway. It says in the word problem diameter. So remember, diameter is all the way across, so it actually gave you that information. It says, what is the approximate area in square feet of the stained glass window? Use 3.14 for pi. So they actually give us all the information. We don't need to go from there. So that's diameter. We actually need half of it. So I said they gave us the information. What they don't give us actually is the radius. And solving for area of a circle is area equals pi r squared. So we need area equals 3.14. The radius, half of 5 is 2.5. And then we're going to square that and multiply it by 3.14, and that's our answer. We actually don't need to divide by 2 here. We have a full circle, so that's all we need to do. Multiple choice, which was helpful here too. So you could have used some of your test-taking strategies to knock this one out, and I'll talk about that in a second. When you first do this part right here, which is square 2.5, so that's 2.5 times 2.5 here, not times 2, you should get 6 1/4, or 6.25. So area now equals 3.14 times 6.25. I talked earlier about this being multiple choice. I know my next step is I'm going to multiply 3.14 times 6.25. Okay, well, I've got some decimal multiplication, but if I just kind of use my estimation strategy here, I know whole number wise, in my whole number spot, I have a 6 and a 3 right here. And if you multiply 6 times 3, you're going to get 18. So I'm looking at my answer choices. I know my answer is going to be somewhere around 18. There's 2 answers I definitely would not pick. J seems way too high, and so does 31.40. That gives me with the possibility of F and G. F with 15.7 seems low. My answer is not going to be lower than 18 because 3 times 6 is 18, and then I have decimals here and there that are going to make the number greater than 18. So just using test-taking strategies, the best answer is going to be G because it's the only one that's practical. But I do know if you go ahead and you do the math, which you should do just to make sure that you haven't made an error in there, if you do 6.25 and you multiply it by pi, you're going to get 19.625, and if you round that number up, you will get 19.63, which is rounding the thousandths to the hundredths or the hundredths from the thousandths, and get your answer right there. So you always want to do the math and make sure you've done this accurately, but again, also use your number sense, your problem solving skills to make sure you know where about your answer should be and if it makes sense when you solve the question or the word problem.